Welcome to NDTV. I'm your host, Curt, and tonight we're leaving the studio and going to the Illini Union in Champaign, where Wolfie played a show with the Masters of the Hemisphere last week. We did an interview, and we shot the entire show, and this is what happened. Welcome to NDTV. Tonight, my guests are Wolfie, and right now we're at the Illini Union in the, the cafeteria? Yeah, we're in a cafeteria waiting for them to go on. They're playing with Masters of the Hemisphere and Gloria tonight. So why don't you guys just introduce yourselves real quick?
I'm Amanda, and I play the keyboards and sing.
I'm Joe, and I play the bass and sing.
I'm Mike, and I play guitar.
My name's RJ. I play the drums.
So tonight, you guys excited about the show tonight or anything?
Yeah, we're excited. Very excited.
Any new songs?
Yeah, we're playing 3 new songs tonight.
Are you going to play They Call Me Leaves?
Yeah.
One of the new ones?
Yeah, we're playing that song.
Now that's actually going to be on an upcoming release, right? What release is that?
It's called They Call Me Leaves, and it's an EP on Kindercore Records. From Athens, or they moved to New York City. New York City.
There's a lot of great bands in there, like Dressy Bessie and other bands.
Masters of the Hemisphere.
That's who we're playing with tonight.
Yeah,
that's right.
They're from Athens, right?
They're from Athens, right?
Yeah, I've never heard them. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they're real good.
So you should check that out if you have the time. Where are you guys from originally?
I'm going to let someone else answer, because I've been talking a lot so far.
South suburbs of Chicago, New Lenox, Frankfurt area.
Right now you guys all live in different towns though, right?
Yeah, Joe and Amanda and RJ live in Champaign. I live in Normal.
Is it hard to practice that way? You ever find the time to do it?
We practice like once a week. I drive here to Champaign.
But Amanda, you go to ISU, right?
Right, and then I just commute like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
That's going to be tough.
It's not that bad.
How did you guys start as Wolfie? I know there's been like a long evolving process.
Let's see. When we were in high school, when I was about 14, I met Mike in the gym locker room at school. And from there, we were in all these different bands, and then, just kept going and going and going. And then we, the other bands kind of broke up that we were in, and then we all joined together. Me and Mike and RJ joined together to form Slackjawed, which in turn turned into Wolfie in November of 1996.
You had quite a few releases actually before your first CD, didn't you?
We just had, as Wolfie, we just had one 7-inch, and then as Slackjawed, we had a bunch of tapes that were never put out, but we just gave to each other.
Mike, you had some like solo stuff before Slackjawed, didn't you?
Yeah, I put out a couple solo tapes, but it was the same as Slackjawed. Like there'd be like 3 copies of them. It wasn't like a real release or anything.
Yeah. Now, right now you're on Parasol, but before that you were on Grand Theft Autumn, which is run by Todd from Braid. How did you get that set up?
We just from kind of knowing Braid. They asked us to open a few shows with them, and they wanted to put out our record, so
and
they just distributed it. So
then you had a release on Mud Records,
right?
And that was
the Alphabet Mystery CD and the Mock House 7-inch. And the first things we put out.
Yeah, and then just recently you had the newest CD that was on Parasol, which is kind of like the sister label of Mud.
Right.
And what was the name of that one?
It's called Where's Wolfie?
And that contains like quite a few hits, right?
Yeah. maybe
hard to say.
Recorded them. Yeah. Far from hits right now. That's for sure.
You guys don't do the standard recording, like your first 7-inch and record. Our CD was recorded with Rick Valentine from the Poster Children.
Right.
How did that process come about?
I got them. Well, we found Rick. We looked him up in the phone book, and then they done.
I don't know. How did I forgot how we met Rick.
We met Rick through Todd of Braid. He just gave us. We wanted to look for our first 7-inch like cheap recording, because at that time all we had was 4 tracks. So we called Todd, and he gave us Rick's number, and we called him and set it up, and it went smashingly.
Oh, no, I'm
done.
Were you guys Poster Children fans before that at all?
I had heard of them, but I'd never. When I was in high school, they were pretty big. But at our high school, a lot of people listened to them.
They were actually on our show a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. What's you guys have a different, you like actually record your, the last record you did yourself, right?
Yeah, the only reason we wanted to do that was because I wanted to record something on our own, like completely on our own, and just do it once, and it's fine. So that everything else after that is going to be pretty much either we do some of it and then finish it at a studio, or do all of it at a regular studio. Because since Where's Wolfie, we've gone through big changes.
Yeah.
And we're not down with it.
Do you
down
find
with
it
the lo-fi recording anymore?
Yeah. Do you find it to be like more independent that way? Do you like it better, or would you rather be in a studio where someone else can adjust the volumes for you?
Well, I'd rather do it myself, the volumes and stuff. But if you get, I mean, right now, like when we record with Rick and he's got all this new stuff, he lets us do it kind of now. So like he just kind of helps. So
That's great.
it's pretty
Well,
cool, yeah.
right now I think we're going to check out a performance that you are going to do tonight, which you haven't done yet, but
Awesome.
check that out right now. This is Wolfie from Illini Union.
Don't you be sad. On the right, stand a right on my sister Maya. She picks flowers and puts them in my hair. Like a tattoo chapter. Got you how you better than the first, but you know I can't write it first. Kids down, my hands around you, hey yeah, I'm scaring you. I'm still sucking for you. I'm still sucking for you. It's like the photos that you just can't keep. It's like the strange things I don't know to say. There's something like Roger, 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 yeah. Roger, 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 you're alright. And I've been counting stars for you. Yeah, and blues. Now my signs don't translate. Yeah, it's all because of you. I've been counting stars for you. Yeah, and blues. Now my signs don't translate. Yeah, it's all because of you. got you right now. You're alright. You're alright.
Thank you.
Hey, we're back, and if you didn't know it, you're watching NDTV, and we're sitting here with the members of Wolfie. Thanks for coming back to do another session with me. So that was the song we just watched, which we don't know what it was.
Sounded good.
It was good, though. It was great.
Very hot.
That was probably from one of your records you released, or
maybe not.
Maybe you knew it. We don't
Maybe
know.
not tonight. You never know.
But this isn't your first show, obviously, and you guys have. Yeah, that was a joke. Not really, but it was. You guys, like a month ago went on tour?
We got back a month ago.
Yeah, with a bunch of different bands. Who'd you play with on tour? I know, like, Kleenex Girl Wonder.
First we played with Kleenex Girl Wonder, and then we played for a week with the Buttervelles, and we also played with Masters of the Hemisphere twice. And what else did we play with? Just like various.
Yeah, just a lot of bands for like one show. But those are the bands we did more than one show with.
How long were you guys gone, and what cities did you hit while you were out?
We were gone for 3 weeks, and we played the Midwest and the East Coast.
Like New York, Washington.
Mhm.
You play Boston at all?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's cool. That Kleenex Girl Wonder you just mentioned, that's actually one guy, right?
Yeah.
That's Graham Smith from like up near Chicago, right?
Right,
Pretty,
yeah.
Pretty great songwriting.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff out.
Did you guys like get along well with him on tour and everything?
Yeah, he was a nice guy.
Was it the whole band was there, right? Or 'cause,
Yeah.
like he uses extra musicians.
Mm-hmm.
What's up next for Wolfie? You guys have a long career ahead of you, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna be recording a lot, and so we can have some new songs when we decide to start playing out again. But we're gonna focus on this EP and an album we have coming out.
Any idea when that comes out?
No, 2010. Yeah, okay.
What was that? 2000.
In the future, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while.
You know what label at all?
We can't see.
Can't say.
It's in the works.
Yeah. Okay. So it's great. This is for this is for Joe and Amanda. You guys have a side project. Yeah, we already know Mike does because they were on the show a couple weeks ago. But you guys have your own side project that you do together. What's the name of that?
It's called Busy Toby.
And that
Yeah.
you used to have Rachel from Sarge in it, right?
Yeah, she was on 1 7-inch, and she played. When we played 2 shows, she played with us live. But she got a job and kind of just. And we're still friends with her, but you know.
Do you have any releases?
Yeah, there's a 7-inch on Mud or Parasol that you should probably not buy. It's very old. There's a new 7-inch that just came out this week on 100 Guitar Mania in Japan, and there's an album coming out the first week in November on Parasol.
Oh, wow. So if you guys want to get a hold of those albums, you can get them through Parasol, which
Right.
we've talked about lots of times on this show.
Yeah.
It's basically where you can get any indie record that you probably ever want to get, get through there. But thanks for coming in tonight and doing an interview with us and letting us shoot your show.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Hope you guys have lots of good luck in the future.
Thanks.
Thanks for watching NDTV tonight. I'm Curt, and my guests have been Wolfie. Well, that's it for NDTV tonight. I'd like to thank my guest Wolfie, and tune in next week at 4:30 Mondays, and my guest will be Very Secretary. And also, if you can, check out Z106 Indie Rock Night. It's Thursdays at 7 o'clock. Good night.
We're happy to be playing back in Champaign. We haven't played in a while, so thank you very much for coming.
And heavy caps, you sit back. And daddy said you won't lose that. Making nothing in, like we made it fit. And we kept it close, we started stepping. Joy card boy, ain't good, no use. Like wine, scripted now. Finally, now we can get it back.
Middle of the day, gotta brag and tell, gotta still have time to think. Don't you sit around like we sat around and we talked about things that wouldn't happen.
You can use a joy card book and see there you see that. That one scripted love.
Hey, thanks.
Thank you.